Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
This is Callista,
And this is Stephanie from WonderFil.
and you guys are in for a really exciting live today. First of all, we have to say sorry for having to reschedule, and we really appreciate your understanding. But you're in for some exciting news. We've been getting so many comments. A lot of people are really excited about our 2025 BOM reveal. We tried to give some hints, but I actually don't think we've seen anyone guess the answer to this yet.
Yeah, there's been some really good guesses. And again, thank you so much for your patience. I know we had kind of like a last minute reschedule, but I'm so happy to see so many of you were able to join today. We appreciate everyone's participation. And I know you guys just want us to cut to the chase, of course.
But we're going to make you hold your breath for a little bit longer because we wanted to just thank everyone as well that has been part of our 2024 BOM, which was the Birdwatcher quilt. And we saw honestly so many amazing quilts. Actually, I just came back from QuiltCon, and there was a customer that actually made one of the birds and put it on their sweater, and I got to see them. And it was like super cool to see one of the birds out in the wild.
I know. I wish you guys could see all the amazing stuff people made, because I saw in our Facebook group, some people made it into like garments. Like I saw a dress from the previous year's BOM. They're on bags, pillows, you name it. And we were also so thrilled to see that Bird Watcher was also like a theme that you guys really loved. And so if you aren't part of the Facebook group, I definitely strongly encourage you guys to join the WonderFil Block of the Month Facebook group, because there's lots of creative people in that space. And if you ever need any like tips or any help, or you just want to share your artwork, it's a really great and welcoming space to join.
Exactly. So actually, we'll share kind of. Let me see if I can share this really quick here. I wanted to share some of the quilts that people did from our group last year.
So we saved a few pictures, kind of like, but I mean, there's like a sea of them. So again, this is kind of why I think it's great for you guys to join and see if you can. But we're here to just share a few that we saw that really piqued our interest.
So this is like one of the quilts. We had both a paper pieced version, and last year our surprise was actually that we had a wool version of the quilt as well. So we had some people do different versions of the quilt. And these are all photos that people shared in our little Facebook group, and we wanted to just share how fun these looked and how cute they were. And look at this one. They placed the birds in like a different order as well.
Yeah, this one, it was very exciting too, because with the wool one, actually, we're kind of testing the waters, seeing if you guys would be interested in trying some like wool applique or wool embroidery. It was definitely supposed to be something that was quite like beginner friendly as well. We released quite a lot of how-to stitch videos as well. And the nice thing about the wool pack was actually everything was pre-cut. So you didn't have to trace and cut anything yourself, which is kind of like the best part.
Exactly. There's so many like examples that like we would probably spend an hour just showing you guys like what was posted on our Facebook group. So if you're not already part of the Facebook group, please do join, because actually in the last year when we had our first BOM release, that was the flower BOM. And then we had about maybe 1,000 people in the group at the time. And now the group has grown to 4,000 people.
Yeah, over 4,000. I think that's even like beyond what we were expecting.
Oh yeah, totally. So I love that people really enjoy doing it. So we're happy to continue to offer these BOM programs to you guys and like be in this cute little community where everyone's so encouraging and like just loves quilting or stitching or sewing and everything like that.
So as we kind of move on, we kind of wanted to go over some guesses that you guys made. So we got like butterflies, we got a lot of actually like insect or like bug themed guesses.
Fruits, vegetables.
I mean, a vegetable garden would be super cute. I actually think that's something that's crossed our mind before. It's been brought up to the idea table for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys have ideas, maybe you guys can leave us some more ideas to inspire 2026 BOM, because
Our ear's always close to the ground.
I am thinking about that already. What is going to be the theme for next year? Yeah, so we're going all out and turning the whole thing into these different themes, and it's all a good time. But like the insect one, it's got a buzz to it. So, but I think we have something a little bit better, something that you'll really want to sip on.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I think I hear an alarm. Oh, let me just grab something really quick over here. Lista, do you mind doing the honors?
Yes.
All right. Right here.
Oh my god, it's just going everywhere. I'm not good at pouring coffee on the screen. But cheers! So this year's BOM is called Coffee Break. So we're doing this live. We're taking a little bit of a coffee break. And are you guys ready to see the grand reveal? Okay.
We've been brewing this up for a while.
Hopefully this is a theme that's going to really wake you up. So shall we look at the quilt now?
Let's do it.
All right, let me pull that up on the screen here. So again, this year we're going to do two versions. We're going to do a pieced version again, and we're going to do an applique version. So you could do this in wool. We're going to have the kits again, or you could do an applique by cotton fabric as well. So let's see the quilt. It's
Drum roll,
time.
please. All right, so here is our foundation paper piece version of our quilt. So as you can see, it's a coffee cupboard, and it's actually meant to be like a really cute wall hanging as well. And of course, our selection of colors is based off of the Century Solids from Andover. So they're helping us out here with this year's quilt selection. But we went through lots and lots of ideas, and we wanted to do something that maybe wasn't as traditional as our last two quilts, where it was very like one motif per block, but we really wanted to like blend the blocks together to make an overall image.
Yeah, it's like your own little coffee corner. So every time that you go and like piece this month's block, it'll be like a little coffee break, as we like to call it.
Yes. So this is our coffee break quilt. And actually the fun thing too is previously our wool version and our FPP version looked quite similar. But this year the quilt is just a little bit different from one to the next. So you can make both if you want to as well, if you wanted to try some different
Honestly,
techniques.
We saw so many people in the group last year do both the pieced version
I was amazed.
and the wool applique version, and it was amazing. Like, I loved the enthusiasm. It made us really happy.
Yes. So without further ado, should we look at the wool version? Here we go.
So again, it's without any stitches yet. So you're gonna have to like
use your imagination,
and see how this goes.
Exactly. So actually kind of an Easter egg in here. If you look at the top left and top right corner, they're kind of shout outs to the last 2 years block of the months. Of course, we have our little tulip in a vase there and our birds from our bird watcher quilt. And if you guys are kind of new to the WonderFil block of the month, our first ever block of the month was called Floral Foundations. And that was purely a foundation paper piecing quilt. And last year was Bird Watcher, our bird themed quilt.
Yeah, so this is all we're gonna show you guys for now. But we do have a sneak peek at one of the first blocks, I think, which will be the little flower bud vase on the shelf.
Yes, and another thing too is for our eleganza packs that we did last year, one was in solid colors, one was in variegated colors. This year in the variegated pack, there's actually also 2 spools of dazzle in there, and if you don't know what dazzle is, that's our rayon with 1 strand of metallic. So there's going to be a little bit of sparkle too in this quilt if you want to go for it. So I'm just going to show you a sneak peek of one block that we have. So there we go. And so you can see there's still some basic stitching on here, but actually we've leveled it up a little bit more. So there's even a larger variety of stitches per block. So
I think last year, if you guys weren't following along, we did Stitching with Stephanie, which was a series where Stephanie was
teaching.
doing these little videos of the stitches. So we're definitely going to continue that, so you can follow along and learn from Stephanie as we do different types of stitches in these upcoming blocks.
Yeah, and coffee break was just like such a great name too, because when you're really taking a break, you can of course do the handwork portion of this quilt too, because you can bring it along everywhere. I know that's what I'm doing when we're going from show to show.
And especially because we actually saw that people were doing both versions of the quilt, we wanted to actually make them slightly different. So then if you were going to do both of them,
It would be identical.
You could get like a different aesthetic in the two quilts.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And there's actually more surprises to come.
Mhm.
We can't reveal everything right now, but because you guys have just been such a fun group to sew with and to do these patterns with, we have planned more surprises down the road. So
we have some important dates and some important information for you guys. So if you have like a pen and a paper, or you're on your computer and you're ready to go and write some of this down, that would be excellent.
Yes, now it's time. So we're going to start the quilt officially. We're going to start releasing the patterns officially on April 1st.
And that's not a joke.
And yeah. And kits will be available starting March 3rd. And so we're going to have the wool pre-cut kits with the threads as one option. And we are also going to have the piecing threads as another option. So make sure you stay tuned to our newsletter, because all that information is going to be coming out there, and there's going to be some fun looking packs to look forward to there.
Yes. And in the comments, we've actually provided a link for you to sign up, just so when the website goes live, you guys will get the reminder to order your kits or order your thread for this block of the month. We're going to actually also put up a QR code for you guys to scan.
So if you're not on the newsletter list already, make sure you scan this QR code or go to our website and subscribe to our newsletter. That is how you're going to get the patterns every month.
Yes. So I would definitely say step 1, make sure you're signed up and make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter. Step 2, you're going to be receiving a notification when our website goes live and you can order the kits. And then the third step is you just wait for the pattern to come out on April 1st. We'll be shipping everything near the end of March, so you'll receive everything before then.
If you're getting the wool kits.
Right, if you're getting the wool kits. So that's pretty much all the important dates I have to do. Primarily just make sure you're signed up and you get those notifications.
And if you're already part of our newsletter subscribers list, you should be able to get all this information already. You do not need to sign up a second time. And if you're someone that's had troubles receiving any of the newsletters, please check your spam or junk folders. And if you still don't see our newsletters in any of those folders, feel free to send us a message directly on Facebook or by email, and we'll make sure that you're all sorted out and everything is good to go.
Yep. So we've spilled the beans.
We have spilled the beans now.
And that's our 2025 block of the month.
I hope you're ready for all the coffee puns to come.
I know. We have quite a long list getting started.
It's brewing in our minds.
There's constantly things brewing.
Yeah. So I hope this announcement perked you up and you're excited about the announcement. If you're excited about this year's coffee break BOM, please give a heart or a like to this video so we know that you guys are excited about the theme.
Yeah, share it with your guild if you want to do it together too. Those are always fun.
Exactly. And let me look through. You guys have been commenting so many things, so I'm just going to look through really quickly and just see if there's any questions that we need to answer. Are the patterns themselves free or part of the kit? So if you weren't part of the BOM in the last 2 years, we've made the patterns actually free. So as long as you're part of our newsletter subscribers list, you will get the patterns for free. The kit is if you want like the pre-cut wool kits in the same colors and already die cut for you to just like start stitching right away.
Yes. And the whole reason why this even came to be is to get people to try new things, learn something new, in way of like trying some eleganza thread or deco bob for piecing, because deco bob is such an amazing thread to do foundation paper piecing. So that's why the pattern itself is actually free.
Exactly. Do you have the finished quilt size? So that's actually part of what is to come a little bit. So it'll be similar to last year, but we have some special surprises that may affect the final sizing potentially. So we're going to be announcing that officially
When the
maybe
website is live.
when the website is live and when the first set of patterns go out as well.
Yes, and in that set of patterns, you'll have all the information about the finished block sizes, fabric requirements, and how to do each cut. So that all those details will come similar to if you signed up for this year's BOM, you get similar documents.
And thank you for all the love, honestly, for like the BOM last year and everything like that as well. We're really excited. And I feel like this quilt has inspired people to try FPP if they've never done it before, or the wool applique if they've never done it before. So maybe if you did one last year, you can try the other version and try something new. It's all really fun to do.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up here, and we'll continue to answer questions that are left in any of the comments afterwards as well. But I hope you guys are excited. We're really excited about this theme, and we can't wait to see all the lovely creations that everyone makes again in the group.
Yes.
Like, it's been honestly the highlight of my year, just every day on Facebook, seeing all these like quilts and like blocks, and it's like the first day of the month and people are already finished their blocks. It's like amazing. Really amazing.
Yeah.
So we love the enthusiasm and we're excited.
Yeah, just a little bit longer.
But we're really excited, and we can't wait to have you guys along for another year of BOM.
Yeah. Thank you again so much for joining today.
When is the next live stream? So again, we will announce it via the newsletter. We don't have a planned date yet, but it will probably be in another week or so.
Yes, we will be hosting more lives throughout just to catch up with everyone. So again, I encourage you, if you haven't already signed up to, we make sure that we put notifications on Facebook, on Instagram, and the newsletter whenever we are doing a live. So please make sure you're at least following us on at least one of those, and you'll definitely be reminded.
Exactly. And I think it's because you guys have been such an enthusiastic group that we want to keep making things fun for you guys. So we're going to release little bits at a time and some more fun surprises to come.
We love Easter eggs.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of the afternoon and thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everyone.
See you.
See you.